A player's skill is always compared to that of others. Who has the greatest strength? The arms and hands to grab every rebound. The legs to rise above all.
Strip ahead of the back, showtime! Oh no! Vince Carter does it again!
Who has the preeminent vision to see the play before it happens, to make the pass no one looks for?
With the pass through the legs of Sigma.
Whose mind reigns supreme, with the ability to dominate mentally as well as physically, to see a weakness and exploit it. Who possesses the greatest heart, the fierce drive to accomplish what has never been done before?
You can't believe that one, can you? Unbelievable. Julius Erving. Watch this fantastic move by the doctor.
Do they work harder?
How do we do that?
Or are they more gifted? What pushes them to excel? The crowd's expectations or their own? What if all these attributes were combined into one player? The ultimate NBA player has only 2 arms with a multitude of traits. Remarkable wingspan.
Boy, he's got to have the longest arms in the world.
Imposing power that allows him to dominate inside.
Just that awesome strength. It's almost inhumane.
Or to reach for and achieve the impossible.
Off the glass for Garnett, and he hammered it in.
When it comes to defense, long arms mean well-armed from any angle.
Oh, what a great block by Scottie Pippen. Oh, Robinson blocking. Johnson, and got it back again. And Kempe with the block. There's the long arms of the law.
Throughout NBA history, many have used their long arms as intimidating weapons. But no one did it like Boston's Bill Russell, whose legendary shot blocking made him the game's premier defender. On offense, there is also a call to arms, long arms, as a means to shoot over defenders or to reach above and rattle NBA rims.
Alley-oop back to Kevin. Oh, baby! Woo! And the building is electric off that slam dunk.
The first player to use his long arms to dominate offensively was George Mikan, whose revolutionary hook shot changed the game forever.
Mighty Mikan is in the pivot, and it's 2 more points for Minneapolis.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar turned the hook into a graceful and deadly shot, which made him the game's all-time leading scorer.
Kareem's skyhook was the single best shot that I've ever been around.
Ford sends it to Kareem. Skyhook up and good. Lakers win. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Showtime was that beautiful skyhook. That's the most beautiful shot that I've ever seen in basketball.
But a player's arms are most often about muscle and strength, and they are impressive assets for today's NBA stars.
I would say arm strength in NBA, to me, is everything.
Now that was strength. Oh, what a presence there.
They have to be stylish. You know, you got to have a little definition in your arms.
And among the most well-defined are the Spurs' David Robinson and the Heat's Alonzo Mourning, 2 of the game's most powerful big men.
Look out below!
For one former player, the strength of his arms was matched only by the flair of his personality. Darryl Dawkins' trademark was terrifying dunks dispensed with crowd-pleasing power.
My philosophy on dunking was, I want to put the ball in the goal as hard as I can put it in there.
And Darryl takes it right home.
And that was awesome.
Like Dawkins, Shaquille O'Neal is playful and ominous, with superhuman arms that wield incredible strength.
Chapman comes in deep all the way. Picks it up. Shaq blocks it. He hit it so hard the lights almost went out.
Ostertag leaning on Shaq, who spins and goes strong to the bucket.
I looked out the corner of my eye, like for a minute there, split second, I didn't realize it was Shaq. So I turned around, man, he's just coming down like, you know how Shaq cocks it all the way back? I ran out of there so fast, man, don't ever get underneath me again. Okay.
Follows it almost and does bring down the entire backboard. How strong is he? Well, I think this backboard company will attest to it.
But perhaps the most impressive set of arms in the NBA today belong to the mailman, Karl Malone.
The only thing I'll tell you about Karl Malone's arms is I wish I had a set like that, because I'd be posing somewhere.
You know, I've never seen a man built as strongly as Karl Malone is.
Malone has worked feverishly throughout his career to develop those arms.
Every human being have approximately the same amount of muscle.
Look at those arms. He looks like a blacksmith.
They can, however, vary in size.
And the mailman has often flexed his muscle against helpless opponents.
Byron Scott gets past Stockton. Blocked by Malone. What a play!
To the mailman, making three. Drive to the alley. Hammered up. But the mailman delivers.
Green to the left. He almost ripped the bucket right off the hinges.
His arms are very dangerous.
Underneath the crowd, he's got it. Reverse to the left side. Score it. Count it. And he's fouled.
Just pure strength.
As a youngster in Philadelphia, Wilt Chamberlain's long and powerful arms made him a legend both on and off the court.
What was exciting for me as a kid at 13, 14 years old was to come to his house and see him pick up 350 pounds in a weight, and then see him on the court when he used to just shed guys off of him.
And Chamberlain was as confident as he was strong.
I think in the long run, I'll be able to handle myself man-to-man with almost anyone in the league.
That was a severe understatement, as Wilt dominated the league, once scoring 100 points in a game.
The only thing I wanted to do was just try driving on him, which is crazy, because every time I attacked him, he blocked my shot. So I only had to do that about 3 times, and then I knew my lesson not to drive on Wilt.
When he entered the NBA, Wilt's unheard-of size and strength had everyone up in arms.
First time I saw him, I was in awe. I had never seen a man this size, not only his height, over 7 feet tall, but the shoulders and the strength.
You have no idea how physically imposing he was.
Strongest basketball player that ever lived.
More than records, facts, or figures, Wilt Chamberlain's legacy is the stuff of legends.
Wilt was a Paul Bunyan figure, mythic in what he could personally do.
Wilt Chamberlain went up to dunk a ball, and Calvin Murphy jumped on him. And Wilt actually completed the dunk, came down, took Calvin off his back, and put him on the floor. You all right, little fella?
Probably the greatest play I have ever seen in my life, Wilt Chamberlain was involved with Gus Johnson. Wilt was standing there. Gus goes up to dunk it. Wilt catches the ball, throws Gus to the floor. Still holding the ball, they carry Gus off the court with a dislocated shoulder from bouncing off the floor. I don't see how anyone in the NBA will ever be as strong as he was.